one of our founding steering committee organisers of the Coalition of Resistance, John Rees.
You see, you can see what this government wants to do to working people from the proposals over education. What they want to say to us, what they want to say to working people is this: know your place. Don't think that just because for one generation, for one good generation, some of you managed to get to college, don't think it's there for good. Don't think that the next generation can have a university education. That's what they want to say to you. They all this talk about apprenticeships, you know. I'm in favour of apprenticeships. But what I'm not in favour of is being told by Eton boys that you can be a hairdresser, you can be a plumber, but don't even think about being a philosopher, an artist, a historian. Don't even think about it. Because you know, my family went through this. I was the first person in my family ever to go to university. But I'll tell you this, I'm damn well not going to be the last person in my family that ever goes to university. My father was born in Aberdare in South Wales. He only got to go to grammar school because the National Union of Mine Workers paid the fees for him to go. He was offered a place at university, but only if he studied theology so that the church would pay for him to go. So he said, thank you very much, I'm off to work in the post office. Now, that isn't the choice that the next generation of working people should have to make. Because if they have to make it on education, these people will have us making it on health, they'll have us making it on housing, they'll have us making it on benefits. These people want to turn back the clock to the 1930s, and we are going to stop them doing it. Look at what happened here today. Everybody from every corner of progressive politics in this country is here. From the Labour Party, to the Green Party, to the Socialist left, to the Revolutionary left, to the Marxists, from the Rail Union, from the Civil Servants Union, from the MPs, from the health campaigners, from the housing campaigners. David Cameron, you wanted a big society. This is the big society. And the big society is coming after you! But we need to be focused and we need to be clear. There is a very serious agenda and we have to pay attention to the timing. Next time, when they bring that bill to Parliament before Christmas, there will be a huge student response. I believe there will be a huge school student response because they've shown what they're made of. But you know, their response, it isn't just good enough to say what marvellous young people, what brilliant young people, how much I love the students, how much I love the school students. Now their reaction is a challenge to us. The NUT, this is your schools, this is your students, this is your livelihood, this is your job. Get out there on the streets. The college lecturers, fantastic that the National Union of College Lecturers has called a demonstration. Now build it. The students go in and tell your lecturers, we demand your support. We're not asking, we're not pleading. We demand that you come out and close down the colleges on that day. And on the 26th of March, we need to build that by building the Week of Action, by having a London-wide demonstration in the middle of February, and then we need to make the 26th of March a crushing demonstration for this government. And there is only one way that can happen. It won't happen just by rhetoric. It won't happen by waiting for the trade union leadership. You know, the first picket line I ever went on was the Greenwich picket line in North London, a strike of Asian women. I remember what Anita Desai, Mrs. Desai, the leader of that strike, said about official trade union support. She said, you know, it's like honey on your elbow. You can smell it, you can see it, but you can't taste it. And we need to make good that deficit. Every great mass movement, the levellers, the Chartists, the suffragettes, the general strike, every great mass movement is a mosaic of small acts. It depends on you. There is no other conference, not down the road, not in some other city. There is no other conference, no other gathering of people that's going to make that happen. It depends on us, that we go back to our fellow trade unionists, to the people in our workplaces, to our communities, our churches, our estates, and we say to people, we can't do this, we won't do it, we can't pay, we won't pay, you've got to come with us, you've got to fight, you've got to organise. That's the message of CORE, that's the message of the Coalition of Resistance. We've talked to the speakers that you've heard today, and they have said to me, we will go to any town, to any college, to any trade union branch. We will go and we will argue what we've argued today. CORE is there for you. Use it and build it and make sure that we are the people that deliver the Eton boys, the millionaires' government, the disastrous response that they deserve from the population of this country. They do not do this in our name. We will finish this government.